Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Time to run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Time to run it all. 9 out of 10, roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on? What's going on?
I can't call it. Y'all know we here. And while I know he's looking on, so while the mouse is away, or while the cat is away, the mouse will play.
Hey.
Does everybody have their credit card?
Already?
Jamal, you not here yet. We're going to do us until you get here. You shouldn't have left the control of us.
There's nothing he can do about it.
Nothing. And we got a new contract for him, too.
Yeah, we got your contract right here, Jamal. See, we wrote it in
That's it.
In pencil this time, so we can erase. Anybody? I got an eraser right here.
Hey, him and RG contract, it'll pencil.
Oh, RG called, talking about where the link at. He know he's leaving the meeting. He always driving somewhere.
I'm telling you, man.
I was in a meeting with him earlier. Me and him was in a meeting earlier downtown, and then now, and he left that meeting and went to a frat meeting. So he's leaving the frat meeting, coming home, I guess.
Yeah.
So y'all share. We're gonna get started in a minute. We're gonna be moving probably to 8 o'clock starting next week, if that's good with you guys. Rob, that's good with you. You be ready at 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna probably be moving to 8 o'clock starting next week, so we can get everything so we can be ready. So when college football start and everything, we won't be on here all night. We'll be able to watch the game, talk about the game. Like right now, Gonzaga getting beat 45-42 with 12 minutes left in the game. And I'm just happy. Just hang on in there, Arkansas. Is Arkansas the only team we got in the SEC, from the SEC?
No, you got Auburn still in there, right?
No, Auburn out.
No, damn, that's it.
Okay, we're going to talk first on the NCAAB. That's basketball in college. Sweet 16 is going on right now. You got Gonzaga and Auburn playing right in front of me. The score is 45-42 Auburn, and we just hope they hold on. Gonzaga, as good as they played over the last 20 years, have never won a championship. And they
ain't gonna win it.
Hell of a teams.
Yeah.
Some hell of a teams. And has not won a championship. Now, here go Robert. Lord have mercy.
Let me clean my camera. Lord fix it.
Renard shaking his head. Look at Renard shaking his head about
Hey, man, I'm out here doing the work of the community.
Hey.
It's Julius' fault. He want me to run a post one seated large, so hey, I got to do the work.
Oh, yeah, you got to be there. Hey, Rob.
Uh,
Now,
yeah.
we call it URG, okay? Both of y'all named Rob.
Oh yeah, I was like, huh? What?
Coach Rob.
Yes, sir.
Coach Rob.
Yes,
back
sir.
up just a little bit.
Yeah. With that credit card. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
What a damn parade.
He's driving back from St. Helena Island in South Carolina. He had a speaking engagement over
Man,
there.
there ain't do anything going on.
Hey, I ain't never seen so many people riding in the RG them riding in the car. They doing this, they going to meetings, they going.
Hey,
their contract's gonna have to be renegotiated.
hey, I'm trying to be like Keisha Gibson Carter. I'm just trying to be like Keisha Gibson Carter out here. I just don't have, I just don't have the fashions. I'm just trying to be like her though.
Hey.
Okay. NCAA Sweet 16, y'all. Who you got?
I'm picking. I actually picked Arizona, but they look kind of shaky over the weekend. And the only reason I was pulling with them because they got the tallest team in the in college basketball this year. They actually, their team is larger than the NBA teams, and they're very skilled. They play together, but they're young. So, as you get deep in the tournament, that experience come in at some point.
Ain't no question. Yeah. That's talent overrides emotion, and everything else. Experience and talent is going to override all that.
Yeah.
Bernard.
Yeah, Houston. They play good defense, but they don't hit their free throws, so that's what's gonna hurt them. Yeah, they got a big team and they play real good defense. They can switch it up 2-3, 3-2 like that. But I think at the end, Arizona might just gonna pull this out. I'm hoping that Michigan can upset Villanova because ever since Howard them came back and got back in the tournament, they've been playing some good ball. They've been rolling. So
Duke, Purdue still in too?
Yeah, Duke's still in it.
Yeah,
no,
Duke playing Texas.
Purdue.
No, yeah, Purdue's still in it. Purdue's still in it.
Yeah,
okay.
Purdue's still in it. Kansas, it's 3 top seeds stood in it. Kansas stood in it. Arizona still in it, and Purdue still in it. Purdue is playing the Cinderella team, St. Peter's. They're playing that tonight.
I'm pulling for St. Peter's. Isn't that who Juwan Howard had the conflict with the Purdue team?
No. It was with Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Duke playing Texas Tech. I don't think Duke gonna be able to beat Texas Tech. Texas Tech boy got a good team. They got a good team.
They're very athletic.
That's the game. What you say, Rob?
They're very athletic.
Yeah. I want to see that game. That's the game I want to really see. Yeah. Is Duke Texas Tech?
Yeah, they played tonight. What 9:30?
Yeah.
9:30. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think to win it all, the way it looking like, man, I don't know. I mean, Kansas, if Villanova can get past Michigan, I think Kansas and Villanova probably playing for the championship.
It looked like Villanova up 34-31.
Yeah, they just coming out of halftime.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep an eye on that for you sports fans who are watching this show and sacrificing. You can watch the game and you can watch us. Rob, you got any favorite team, Dr. Bryant?
Well, I'll say this. I'm not a basketball person. My brother is.
Yeah, I was gonna say Clemson, Georgia's not in.
Well, that's okay. We got a better coach. Shout out to Florida. But I will give a shout out to my women over in South Carolina, University of South Carolina.
Yeah.
Georgia and South Carolina both are equally treating me well. But I will say this. What I've noticed about teams that really are hungry, physicality plus passion equals a win. And I mean, Coach Rob and Coach Brown, what do y'all think about that? Physicality plus passion equals a win.
Yeah.
I take that in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and you know what?
I disagree. I think the who scored the most points, that basket. You
Hey,
be physical all you want. Charles Barkley was physical. He never won no championship.
yeah,
Carl Malone was
Carl
physical.
Malone.
Hey, Barkley wasn't passionate. Barkley just wanted to check.
yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on to our second subject. Ashley Bartley, world's #1 tennis player, is retiring from tennis at age 25. 25. I guess she must have been playing. She's been hitting that ball so long, she's tired of it.
No, you know what's wrong with her?
But,
Be honest. Mentally, she got a mentally health issue. And it's taking its toll on her. I remember her last tournament. Some guy was just riding her, and she just broke down and started crying. And it's something really mentally, something really wrong with her. The pressure of the being #1 and the pressure of women tennis, I think it got to her, and it broke her. And so I think she's that's why she's moving on. You know, it's sad, but it's tough, man. You women tennis tough. I mean, I give my props out to Venus and Serena, man. You going in a white society, and based on all that, and you putting up the numbers and winning all those championships that you win, it take its toll on you. Thank God they had a strong foundation with the daddy and the mama to keep them doing what they're doing. And it ain't no different than Tiger going in golf, you know. So, hey, I hope she get help, and you know, it's just gonna have to be a new #1. You know.
oh yeah. Somebody move on up in that spot.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they retire and come back. So
Yeah.
hopefully the young lady will be fine. She's only 25. She done
Right.
made millions of dollars. So let's just all keep our prayers up for
Right.
her.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. What you say, Robert? Robert, you had anything? Because you deal with mental health issues in your job
Well,
also.
well, and with my good sister, I call her my sister Shantae McLaughlin, and that's real. I mean, what Bernard said is very real. I don't think we as a community, a large community, take account of mental health issues and what it could mean for our everyday lives. I mean, one of the things I do for our fraternity, well, our chapter here is look at health and wellness. And I was sitting there in a meeting and I was like, you know what? We don't do enough around mental health issues. And people don't realize that everything you go through, and I'll use myself for example, the layers of things you go through from dealing with parents or dealing with work or dealing with your own selves, by the time you look at it, you got all these impacts in your life. And that's a mental capacity that you got to really take a check in about. So if you don't do that, you'll mess around and be around here not understanding what's going on because you don't know why, and that's because you never thought about, wait a minute, I'm not checking in on my mental health piece. And so those are some real comments and something that we really need to start thinking about in relationship not only to life but our real physical health.
Maybe we should send her over to two therapists and a mic. I got to be serious tonight because I'm in Jamal's spot. Rob, what you think?
Yeah, I read a little bit about the young lady, but she had retired before. She had played doubles, and you know, at 25 years old, being the #1 player, I mean, what else is there? She can't go up further than #1. She won in her home country of Australia, won the Australia Open, and just decided, you know, start a new chapter in her life. So, you know, kudos to her for holding the crown for a little while, and then hey, you move on.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Next up, Adidas announces an opportunity for college athletes, but only for the schools that partner with them. If you partner with Adidas, then they're going to give you that your athletes that opportunity. Now, what the problem with that, I think, is that Nike has a bunch of these schools locked in, and Under Armour and all. So, Rob, would that be them saying that if you're dealing with Nike or Under Armour, you can only deal exclusively with us, and we'll give you your college athletes the money?
So and I got two boys, and both of them are Nike schools. So they can't wear any paraphernalia on the school campus other than Nike.
Mm-hmm.
They can't wear Under Armour. They can't do any videos or podcasts with any other brand other than Nike. Now, the other thing is that outside of that, I think it's good for Adidas because nobody would wear those shoes like Nike. There's no bigger brand than Nike, so it's a good opportunity. And it may be some contracts that are coming up for some of these universities, and it's a good time for them to swap over because, years ago, University of Miami was all Nike. And then the contract was up and they negotiated, and then Adidas got back in, and that's how University of Miami ended up switching to Adidas in 2016. So it's all a numbers game. It's all about how long that contract is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go back 1 second. James said that she wanted to do other things in life. Her coach said it best today is nothing but moving on to the second act of her life. She doesn't have any mental health issues. So that's what your brother said, Bernard.
But let me jump in on that. I disagree. I vehemently disagree. We all have mental
Yes, you
health
got it.
issues. Well, we all do.
Yeah, we
And
are.
to ignore the fact, here's the thing: we have all, and this is not for the show, but we don't think about that. At the end of the day, if you don't have mental health issues, then that means you don't have emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we just went back to that real quick so we could get James's comment up.
Right.
Everybody comment.
Jamie, the 5 minutes of fame.
Hey, what are you supposed to be one of the co-hosts? And boy, I swear, we're gonna really.
Where you at? Ain't you supposed to be on the show? You could have told us that while you was on the show. Oh, right. I didn't send the link because I didn't know whether he was working or not. You got to let me know whether you on, because James always give a great perspective.
He's fine. Send
him the link.
Hey, let me say this real quick.
Renegotiate this contract too.
That contract too.
Hey,
he done missed 3 meetings.
Let me say this for Coach Rob. Let me say this for Coach Rob and Coach Brown. If mental health issues don't exist, what's up with DJ? I can't say his last name. The Clemson quarterback. There's a reason why that brother didn't perform well. It wasn't because he wasn't skilled. The brother got skilled. He had some issues at home that I know about because being at the university that have impacted how he plays. That's real.
Well, I know the situation as well, with his dad being abusive to his mother.
Yeah.
So that paid, and being that far away from home and not being able to, be there for his mother, that weighs on a young man. 2 time zones away from being home.
Yeah.
So but hopefully Clemson has surrounded him with some good support, and his situation has gotten better coming up to this season. So I had a young college athlete. I got 3 of them, so I know how it is when I got to make these road trips in the middle of the week.
Yeah,
I just came back from Virginia, so I get it.
Yeah, definitely. And most people, they personalize. Most people not gonna put it out there that they have mental health issues is because they're afraid or whatever. But and Coach, me and you, we know we deal with a million of kids, and it get to you like RG say. That's some serious. I got mental issues myself.
Well, I think we all do because our upbringing. We didn't talk about no mental health. You just
right.
Our upbringings was
but
totally
it
different.
Existed.
Yeah. No, you just got your ass whooped.
Yeah, I know it. Hey, they talking about the moody I. The older I get, the moody I get. Hey, let's get on my damn nerve, man.
Yeah. Our upbringing is totally different.
Hey, I know Jamal is driving his car doing this here right now.
I know.
It's probably about to wreck.
Terrell got mental health issues.
All
that cussing he do.
He went to Savannah Christian time, but he went to Jenkins, so he damn sure.
Yeah, we know he went to Heavens V Christian High School.
Yes.
Herschel V. Walker High School.
What was the question?
We were talking about Adidas We went back to James's thing, but we were
Okay.
on Adidas. But we're,
I don't think Adidas. I mean, yeah, if whatever school you is, if you switch it, but I think basically Nike got it because when you look at every uniform and almost in America, basketball uniform, whatever, who be in that corner? That's Michael Jordan be in that corner right there.
Well, he got his own brand.
He got his own brand, right?
Jordan
That's
brand.
his own brand, So he's getting paid. So,
Robert, Coach, RG. Do you think that that's fair? If my kids are going, like Rob kids got two, Coach Rob kids, he got two kids in college, and they got the only wear those companies' outfits, their uniforms, their jerseys, their everything. So, are your kids being compensated for it, Rob?
No.
That's not fair.
No, they're not being compensated.
Nah.
They're actually promoting the Nike brand, and everybody's making money off of the kids. I mean, that's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Well,
outside of that, it's my job as a parent to create a brand for them. And that's what we've created for them, where they can go out and do their own branding outside of the school.
Awesome. What'd you say, Coach RG?
Well, and I agree with Coach Rob, but it's also in direct conflict with supplier diversity. These big schools, and it's really the big Division I schools that really interest me in how conflicting they are in their messaging. You want to have supplier diversity, and where I am, we do have a person dedicated to supplier diversity, meaning we got to have different people that handle different vendors, basically Black, white, Asian, so forth and so on. But when it gets to athletics, we tend to ignore that rule, which I think is wrong. And then we don't want to compensate the student athletes. So you want these student athletes to promote your brand, but you don't want to compensate them for it. And we don't want to have supplier diversity. Who's winning in that situation?
Yeah. And it started too. It started in high school because it's like we had to stick with Nike because Nike was giving us a big discount, so we had to get them bundle. It started in high school too, whatever.
Well, not every high school has a brand.
That's true.
Just the 7-8 schools have contracts with Nike and Adidas and Under Armour, because when you go in there, you see it. It's a sponsor.
Yeah.
It's a Nike sponsored school or Under Armour. We don't have that ability here in Chatham County to have any type of sponsorship for any of the big brands because we're not networking like that.
And that's sad.
Everybody, you look at these kids now, everybody got a different shoe. They got the best. I mean, they just got whatever they can get.
Yeah. But you know where all the Nikes and Adidas and all of them going to be at this weekend? At Swanee for Hoop Scene Invitation.
All of them will be right in Savannah this week with the college basketball, high school basketball guys?
They just had like a little all-star game last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next subject. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman leaving Fox and going to ESPN. What's that about?
Money.
Yeah.
That's it.
And Troy get $90 million?
It's all about the dollar.
Yeah.
$90 million they giving Troy?
They're giving Troy $90 million. 90.
Are you
I ain't
serious?
talking about no 09. I'm talking about 90.
What?
Yeah. That boy set. He's set. Yep. ESPN throwing out some money.
Wow. I guess I would leave Fox in a heartbeat too.
Already gone.
And with that card.
No, I'm leaving everything. I don't need nothing at Fox.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't gotta swipe no more, my Rob.
No, I'm gone, brother.
You just tap.
They
got
go
enough money to have his own credit card company now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Wow. 90 million, Bernard. You show that number, 90 million?
Hey, Goot, 90 million. When I seen that, I said, what? I thought he was still playing for the Dallas Cowboys after that. I'm like, man, Hey, one thing about ESPN, Yeah.
Wow.
If they want you, they're gonna get you.
Wow.
Yeah.
90
Something going
million
on with Fox. Is something going on with Fox? Something going on with Fox.
Yeah,
90 million for 5 years.
Huh?
90 million for 5
90
years.
million for 5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Wow.
Just to sit
That's
up
like
there and talk.
15 million a year. That's Stephen A. Stephen A. make about 20, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, they need to get us. They need the Ebony Sports Reporters and how we do it. We'll take $1 million each to start off the first 2 years. Just us. We're gonna give it to you raw. We're gonna do our research.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it to you better than Stephen A. Smith. We're gonna give you a little laughter and comedy. We're gonna give you some insight that other people don't get. Jamar Torre will be right there holding his head.
Yeah. I know it, man.
Well, you know, they had a version of us with Michael Irvin and Sterling Sharp and Chris Carter.
Yeah.
But they need to pick us up. And if we do right, we're going to be there. Y'all just keep doing right and swapping the cards and making Jamar have a headache. We're going to be all right.
We're going to be okay.
Yeah. Now, this is one I need y'all to help me explain to me. Al Michaels leaving NBC and going to Amazon. Amazon on Thursday Night Football now?
Yep.
I didn't
Amazon,
even know that. I guess I missed something.
Well, they sponsored it.
Yeah.
So they get to tell who gonna be their host.
Well, they picked the best. You know, Al Michaels is he is the man.
Yeah.
Not
Al
John.
Michaels. You know, I didn't know Amazon was into football like that.
Yeah. Wow. Amazon into everything, boy.
Yeah, he got so much money he could just throw it away.
Right.
They say he burned money in his furnace.
Yeah, he's banking it. So all these
33 seconds left in that, and the score 59-53 Arkansas. 5 minutes and 33 seconds. So we'll see what's happening with this game in a minute. 59-54 with 5 minutes 33 seconds. All right. Al Michaels leaving NBC and going to Amazon. Amazon is a sponsor of Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football.
Exclusively Thursday night.
But Thursday night was NBC, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so since they left Thursday night in NBC, where are we gonna watch that on Amazon? On Amazon Prime?
I don't know what network it's gonna be on, but
yeah. Probably I don't know.
I'm not paying to see. I mean, I got Amazon Prime, but I wouldn't pay to see that.
Yeah, I don't know. Amazon, they got something in there. They probably, who to say? Amazon may probably done brought the network, knowing him.
Yeah. He got a bunch of money.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of money.
They throw these money out there to these. Hey, I don't blame these old fellas, man. You throw that money out, they taking it.
All right. NCAA accused of violating black athletes' rights. If y'all know anything about this, go ahead. Rob, you first.
Well, what they're talking about is what we talked about earlier, where 85% of the athletes that make up college football come from low-income homes, and they're not getting any compensation for marketing these universities, their brands. So they're trying to. I mean, they sued them, and then we'll see how that turns out. As far as these kids getting compensated for promoting their brands. So it's in the early stages.
I thought they had gave them the right for the athlete can do their own brand and make their money. I thought that was already passed.
Yeah, the NIL is different. So this year, for my son that plays football at Florida State, he can get a percentage of his jersey sales.
Mm-hmm.
This year, this is the first time that you can go out and you buy his number 4 jersey with the logo on the back. He's gonna get a percentage of that sale.
Oh, okay. What should be?
That's just a tidbit. You know what I mean? That's nickels and dimes when you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar operation.
Yeah.
And for those people out there that don't know what NIL is name,
image,
and likeness.
Yep.
So those athletes now can get paid some type of compensation from these companies that are using them every day, and they had the agreements only with the schools. But now that the athletes can get some type of compensation. But like I said, they should only be able to get whatever their contract is. If they have a $300,000 agreement with whoever the company is, then I think they should only be allowed to get 80% of it. And those athletes that don't have contracts should get the other 20%.
Well, they
split
also,
among them.
they were talking about making them employees of the university. Is what it's like. You know, is the language in some of the conversations. Make the athletes employees of the university where they can benefit.
Yeah, because technically they are.
Right,
Yeah.
they are.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I like, the only thing I like what the NCAA did was if you like this coming draft, if you get and sign an agent, if you go and you in the top 10 or whatever, and you sign an agent and you don't go, they allow them to go back to school, which that's the first time that ever happened to it. Because the NCAA been getting so much hitting. Now they got to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they got to make themselves relevant because now these kids can go to college and make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And then you and I are not watching the Sweet 16 because there's no good players.
Yeah.
So
well, that's true. Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
I mean, it's just like with COVID. What they did for COVID is that they gave these kids another year eligibility so they can go out there and play football in a COVID situation to generate money.
Yeah.
So it was a trade-off.
Yeah.
You kids go play under these circumstances, we give you a year back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are moving right along. I'm a little bit heartbroken right now because this was my boy. He out of right down the street in Pearson, Georgia. And I'm kind of heartbroken right now because this boy is all that in a bag of chips, and Kansas City done traded him. So he was one of the sparks at Kansas City. Now, what was the first boy that got in that trouble, knock his girl out in the elevator or something? I think what it was.
The little running back, Rice.
Yeah.
Ray
Rice.
Rice.
No, for Kansas City.
Or Kareem Hunt.
Hunt got that, Hunt and Tyreek Hill were just
Dynamic.
two amazing people on the football field. And then Hunt got in trouble, got suspended. Then he went to somebody else.
He's at Cleveland. He's with Cleveland Browns now.
With Cleveland. And so he was just awesome. And with Tyreek Hill, now you getting rid of Tyreek Hill, but you signed somebody big this week. But I just don't. I don't know. You're losing all your firepower. These guys played at a different level. They did. Tyreek Hill and Hunt, they played at a different level. They were the excitement. They ran full speed. I'm kind of I don't know if I can stay with Kansas City now. Y'all know I got all my Kansas City stuff over here.
Yeah. Well, Kansas City done anyway. I mean,
they just signed Green Bay's number 2 wide receiver today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But he ain't Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What they
Tyreek
need
Hill
to
play full speed. Go ahead, Bernard.
They need to get Mahomes. They need to get him back on track. That's the problem. They need to get that quarterback position back on track.
Becky draining all the sap out of him.
Something, little Becky, somebody. Hey, but I like what Miami doing. I even though I disagree about firing the coach or whatever, but they stacking up. They paying that money to get that team where it need to be.
That was a part of the problem. Is that he wouldn't lose. He refused the coach not to lose. He wanted to win.
I know.
So he didn't go along with the plan, so we moved him out the way.
Right.
To try to get draft picks.
Right.
That was the plan anyway. Flores, he refused to fold. I mean, that's just not in his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for them to sign Hill, obviously they want to win because they signed him. So
part of that is, but they don't want him to succeed.
Yeah.
You know, they do the Tony Dungy. They set the team up, and then they let Gruden come in and get all the kudos for winning.
Right. That's why I was glad your boy won that Super Bowl with the Colts. So that kind of like put a little bit of sweet on it. But Kansas City, when last time they won a Super Bowl?
Well, they won a couple of years ago.
That's what I'm saying, a couple of years ago.
Hey, don't talk about my team. That's my team. Until I see them really just getting out of line and not doing what they need to do, that's still my team.
Well, you need to have a meet. You need to have a meet with Lil Becky and her husband. If I what's going on there.
Well, Arkansas done knocked Gonzaga out good.
I told you. We say
it's 66-58 now. It's still time left in that.
Now the big boy got 4 fouls. He's going to the bench.
I told you, man. Arkansas, Gonzaga just, man, they
can't finish. They beat everybody out there, beat up on people, and they can't finish.
They can't finish. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really mad about Tyreek Hill. Hopefully, if Kansas City don't retool, I'm not gonna be a Kansas City fan. I'm not loyal to no team. Y'all can be loyal to them teams. I'm not, because guess what? The team ain't loyal to you. Atlanta Falcon fans, I'm talking to you. Dallas Cowboy fans, I'm talking to you. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I'm talking to you. The team's not loyal to you, so you don't have to be loyal to them. I know y'all die hard, but hey, I do it a different way. I like who I like. I follow quarterbacks and players.
Hey,
I don't follow nothing else.
I'm always winning, because whoever wins is my team. I'm always winning.
I thought you was a big Atlanta Falcon fan. Every time I see you, was Atlanta Falcon.
Huh?
What
is that, you?
A big Falcon fan.
Man, I ain't been a Falcon fan since 1945.
Oh, okay.
I just love to party with the Falcon. I just love to party with the Falcon fan.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Zion is back, y'all.
Zion ain't back until number one. He lose some weight. He work on his game. Like I said, I seen him, a couple years when he came out. He just got a bad work ethic, and I think on the off season they need to find somebody to make sure this boy eating right and make sure he's getting himself together. Because I'm serious. So it don't sense of him keep going in, going out, going in, going out. But what surprised me is the two kids that came behind him, the one from Memphis and the one from New York. They done ran past Zion, man. Those boys playing some ball. So Zion got to catch up. I mean, I like him and everything, always liked him and everything, but Zion need to get himself together, to be honest, on the court and health-wise.
All right, now. I know he didn't count that. Did he count that?
They're trying to keep him in the game.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him in the game. So that's all y'all got on Zion? You ain't saying nothing, Rob. You said Zion earlier.
I said in the preview, he back from the buffet. He's still in New Orleans, bro. So we're going to
eating all that crawfish down there.
Crawfish festival and beignets and redfish and you name it. Gumbo.
Yeah.
Beans and rice. Yeah. Man, it's hard for a brother.
Yeah,
he's a good kid. You got to eat right. You got to do right.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then and you in the NBA making all those millions of dollars, it's going to take its toll on you.
Yeah.
And so you got to do what's right. We got 20 minutes left because this is an hour show now, right, Bernard?
Well, you in charge tonight, man. We can go ahead.
This is an hour show until Jamal comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. We got 2 subjects left, and we're going to say, who inspired Michael Jordan? Was it David Thompson? Michael says, but I thought Michael Jordan was watching me. And then that's who inspired.
Hey, David was a bad boy. David was a bad boy. And if you see when Mike first came on the scene, you see a little bit of David Thompson, you see a little bit of Dr. J. You know, there was some bad boy. I don't think they gave David Thompson his just due. And he was no, I think Dr. J put a penny, a quarter on top of the backboard, and he the one jumping got it. That was Dr. J or David Thompson?
David Thompson.
And that's what you talk about, jump. That's what you talk about, jumping boy. You know, and there wasn't no card up there either.
To jump up there.
Huh?
I heard he used the springboard to jump up there.
Man,
I don't think
David was a bad boy. David was a bad boy.
Yeah, David was bad.
Unfortunately, he played in a small market out there in Portland. Had he been in LA or New York, then he probably would have had probably be an icon.
Yeah,
because he played in a small market. People didn't really get to see him play like that.
Right. But I wish they stopped doing all these debate about who the greatest and who always look. Everybody have a different era, but like I say, people don't realize Mike was a bad boy. Mike was a bad boy, man. He had that fire. Mike got great off the court, not on the court, because he put his work in, and then he turned his marketing into. He's still making billions. So you got to give his props. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like him. I know a lot of people say he don't give back whatever. But at the end of the day, he was a bad boy.
You can't take his on court away from it. He played at a level that was a little bit higher than everybody else. He played with intensity and passion, and he brought the game to you. He left it all on the court every game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He didn't quit.
Yeah.
I remember one time they was down 23 points. Mike came back and won the game.
Yeah.
It was great seeing him and Bird play.
Well, see, it's always debatable because people are going to say, he took his beating for the first 9 years, and then after Magic and Bird and Isaiah left, he just dominated the league because there was nobody else that had the super teams.
Yeah. But they didn't leave. They
were old.
No, they wasn't really that old, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach. Coach, Mike them came in the 90s, and Magic them was still playing.
Magic came in 79. Magic came in 79.
Okay, but I'm saying, Coach, Magic them was still up there when Mike was beating that butt. Yeah, it is. They beat him in the championship. Isaiah them took their beating and they walked off the court. They took over. Mike took over, but they just couldn't beat them. Mike them got Phil Jackson, and then they took it to a new level. So I don't know that, Coach.
Bernard. Magic won in 1979.
Yeah, he was in college.
No, he won a rookie in 1979.
Right.
Rookie.
Okay, and he won five championships.
12 years later. When did Mike come in the league?
Mike probably in late 80s or something.
Exactly. When did Mike start winning?
After he got a team around him.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, after he got when he got Scottie Pippen, and he got Phil Jackson. Because he was winning when they had Doug Carlin.
No, listen. When did he start winning? 90 what?
He started winning. He beat Magic them in 1990.
91. No, let's be truthful.
But Magic them they were still young.
No, they were. How you talking? Magic came out in 79, Bernard.
It didn't matter. The only reason Mike them won once they put a team around him. He spent his first 6 years trying to get a team around him.
Listen, you can debate all that you want.
Coach.
He did not start winning to 1991. Magic was getting older. He was injury prone, and he was playing with AIDS, and we didn't even know that.
Okay, but they still had at the end of the day, so Magic was 60, Isaiah Thomas was 80, and then Mike went ahead and won. Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on. You bigger than that, Coach. You bigger than that.
Man, I'm just speaking facts. Did Mike win anything in the 80s?
No, he couldn't. He had no team around him.
What you mean? He's the greatest.
But he's the greatest in my opinion in my era. Okay,
yeah,
and Magic and Bird
from 1990 to 19 until he retired, he was the greatest.
Well,
Hey,
I don't know about till he retired.
Well, I'm just saying until he became after he won 6 championships.
Yeah, he was the greatest while he was in Chicago because when he went to Washington,
exactly, he was old.
yeah, but
which
still,
proves your point.
Exactly.
hey, my point is this:
Julius,
if you still in the NBA, hey, Magic wasn't no 60, and Isaiah wasn't no 80. They beat him while they was young.
No,
and
they
that's
did
the
not.
problem.
No.
And Isaiah gonna say, "Well, he didn't start winning until we left." Man, shut up.
That's true. That is
if
true.
Isaiah and Magic stopped kissing, they would have still been beating them.
And, hey, the other thing to that is that Detroit didn't start winning until Magic and Bird and them got a little older because they couldn't beat them either.
Yeah, well, okay, well, at the end of the day, go ahead.
Do y'all think that a LeBron team could have beat a Michael team? Which LeBron team could have beaten a Michael team?
None of them.
None of them.
None of them.
None of them.
Nothing. No.
We could have beat them.
No. No, there's no team that LeBron would have been on that would have beat a Michael Jordan team. None.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not even the one where you had Dwayne Wade and Shaq down there?
No.
Nah.
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
That was a good team in Miami.
No. It's been matchup problems. Dennis Rodman was a different beast.
He was.
But you got what the boy named Hakeem Haslam or whatever name. He would have been keeping Dennis Rodman in.
No.
He couldn't guard me.
No, Dennis Rodman was a different monster.
He was a beast. Yeah.
You know, Dennis party all night. Anybody dress up like a woman and come play basketball and earrings all in the nose and all that. Man.
I know it. That's a different era. Matter of fact, no LeBron team would have been Michael Jordan team. No LeBron team would have beat Magic team. No LeBron team would have beat Larry Bird team.
No, they wouldn't beat Isaiah now.
And he wouldn't even beat Isaiah though. None.
Y'all don't think so? He wouldn't even beat Larry Bird team?
No.
Hey, they wouldn't even beat Kobe. They wouldn't even beat Kobe Shaq team either. No.
So that means that y'all are saying that technically Mike shouldn't really be the greatest of all time then.
Exactly. It's eras.
Yeah.
It's eras. That's why I say Mike was the greatest from the time that the Magic, Bird, and them boys sat down. If it wasn't for Magic and Bird, the NBA wouldn't be what it is now.
Wouldn't be.
You're absolutely correct.
The NBA was operating in the red.
Yeah, they was
when
folding.
Magic and Bird came in and saved the league.
Yeah,
that's why they ran it from 1979 to 1991 when the Bulls finally beat the Lakers in 5 games.
Yeah,
and then Magic Bird told Magic, "Hey, it's time to pass the torch."
Yeah,
we can't keep up with this boy here.
You're right. Magic and Bird saved the NBA, and then Mike took it to the next level. And then you had Kobe taking it to one. Then you got LeBron.
Right.
So now that boy from Memphis gonna take it, either him or your boy from Milwaukee, because that's a different beef there.
Well, see, Ja Morant, the style of game that he plays, because he jumping and flying and all. Eventually that you ain't gonna be able to do that as you get older.
Yeah.
Giannis is 6'11", athletic as hell.
That's a bad boy.
And he's unguardable. Him and Joel Embiid is probably going to be the next ones to take that next step.
Yeah.
And Jason Tatum now. I'm not going to leave Tatum out.
Right, Jason.
He's pretty good. I think the NBA is in good hands as long as these young fellas continue to work.
Yeah. And one thing I like about the commissioner let the players run the league. Yeah. Not him running the league. Like that punk in the NFL trying to run everything. Nah.
But the owners run him.
Right. The owners run him.
Yeah. That's who pay him, though. That's who pay him.
Yeah.
We got about 8 minutes left, and we got 2 subjects. So we're going to take 2 subjects. The first one, Matt Ryan traded.
We don't need to waste much time on that.
Yeah. It's 4 years too late. It's 4 years too late.
Okay, so we trade Matt Ryan, and we got Marcus Mariota, right?
Who is that?
Used to with Tennessee, and he used to play for Tennessee,
Miami.
He don't play. He played for the Pals too. West Side Whoopers.
So what y'all saying Marcus gonna do then? Marcus going to Atlanta to do what?
Be a backup to whoever they draft.
They finna get Cam Newton. Newton.
Man,
Marcus gonna be in the club.
Cause once he go down there, across from that Greyhound bus station, it's over.
That's it.
Marcus gonna be in the club. Marcus ain't
Marcus got that good hair.
I know it. Oh Lord.
Hey, I know Jamar sitting there doing this right here saying, what are they doing to this show?
Man, this probably gonna be the highest rated show we had.
I know it. Hey, you know what? Atlanta, Georgia will ruin you. It will ruin you, man.
Yeah,
it'll ruin me, and I live in Savannah.
They ain't got me. I got my hand together. Hey, LA,
we can't
New
take
York,
no boys.
it's hot Atlanta.
Hey, Julius, we can't take no boys trip. Tell we going to Atlanta for the weekend.
No, and hanging with him.
Yeah, no sir.
Hanging with Bernard.
No sir.
Hey, Rob, when he come to Savannah talking about, hey, I'm in town. I said, Lord have mercy. Do I have enough rest?
Exactly.
Well, we all gonna get together. We're gonna hold a Ebony Sports Report. We're gonna do the Ebony Sports show from downtown one day while we looking at the big screen during football.
That's
season.
it.
You know, we're gonna do that also.
And we're gonna be
in front of the big screen.
We're gonna be using some lemon pepper wings too.
Yeah, lemon pepper wings. We might be at a location undisclosed.
I know it. With ESPN.
ESPN.
With our contract.
Last subject, y'all. Last subject of the night. Jamar, I know you're proud of us because we did it without you tonight, and we just wanted to make sure that we honored you with this here. Savannah State University head football coach, what should we do? We need to get somebody in there that's going to make all of us go to the game. Just like with anything, if you have the right people, with Dion at Jackson State, Lamar Owens was a superstar here. His daddy was a superstar here. So, you know, this brings the people out. And Savannah State needs to understand that unless you have people in place who don't understand the significance of that name.
Yeah.
You know, so I played with Lamar Owens ever since I was a little boy. And Lamar Owens Sr. And Lamar Owens Jr. was just a star. It's over for Gonzaga. They lost 74-68. Arkansas representing the SEC. They go into the next round, the Elite Eight. But you know, what y'all say about this Savannah State finals? Is 2 or 3 people that's left. I think the assistant, the intern coach, and then we have Lamar Owens Jr. And if anybody's seen this, if y'all want to call Savannah State, Rob, should they call Savannah State and tell them how much they would be able, willing to buy season tickets if they hired Lamar Owens Jr.?
Yeah, I mean, we should advocate for whoever we believe is the best candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anybody should be able to do that. Because Lamar is somebody that we recognize with.
Yeah.
But I think even with DeMasi, he's been here, he's been with the team, so that's part of it. Then I think the other candidate is one of the defensive back coaches, and then somebody from that's not from Savannah. So it's down to 4 candidates. I did know that DeMasi had his interview this morning at 10, and the other 3 remaining candidates, I'm assuming, had theirs sometime this afternoon or late this evening. So I guess. But
has any coached on the level that Lamar Owens Jr.
Nope.
Lamar Owens Jr. coached at Georgia Tech and at Navy, didn't he?
And he played.
And he played.
He played at
And he
Navy.
played at Navy.
Yeah,
Right.
he played at Navy. And they run the same style offense that both Navy and Georgia Tech have ran in the past. So Lamar's very familiar with that. You know, what we'll see what decision Savannah State goes. I have a little insight on who they're, what type of coach they're looking for. So my feedback that I've received is that they're looking for someone that they can control.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, Lord. See,
but
that's where we
think,
get to sell out people who don't have the best interests of the school at stake. You know, this guy, he's young enough to relate to these players. He's from here. He knows the environment. He can get people to come to the game. I'm sure all of the Wolverines from Tompkins is going to have season tickets. I'm sure we ain't going to just be in the parking lot at tailgate. We going in to watch the game because we want to support him and see what he's doing and give him that support from the stands. But the administration needs to understand that. Yeah.
And you're right, Drew. You know, we both, me and you played with his daddy, hello athlete, and his junior, and Shannon a Dawson. Shannon is a Dawson. Your boy, Owens.
Yes.
Yeah. You know.
And I know it's quite a few guys that are in the college coaching platform that are recommending Lamar, but I don't know if it's going on deaf ears or not. That I know of, that I personally talked to, are pulling for Lamar as well.
Yeah.
But hopefully they make the right decision and the program can move forward.
Yeah, they need to, because we're going to be kind of upset with Savannah State and probably will pick it. You know, I know they want to try to act like they want to do the right thing by somebody and they don't want to see color. Listen, all we've seen for 450 years is color.
Yeah.
All we've seen is you treat us bad and overlook us. And it's not really about color, but it's about what's best for the school. You have a person that's qualified. You have a person that's coached on that level, played on that level, and everything. These other people hasn't. So you got, and then he's homegrown and he can pull the people. We're going to be there for Lamar Owens Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
We're going to be there rooting him in, rooting him up.
Yeah.
Asking our kids to go to the school to support him. Asking our grandsons and everything else, and nephews and everything else to go there and play.
Yeah.
We want to rebuild this program. So if anybody working in Savannah State, listen to this program, y'all need to be talking to, what's her name, Washington?
Who?
The head lady out there.
Who's making the decision?
The athletic director and the president, I guess.
Yeah, the president and the athletic director.
Yeah. Her name Washington, I believe. Something Washington.
I hadn't been to a Savannah State game. Ooh, I can't even name. When I actually went inside the game, I've been to a tailgate before they started all this other stuff, but it's probably been 10 or 15 years, so I actually watched the game.
So, but you going as soon as they hire him?
For sure. I'm going to get a jersey.
Yeah. We all going there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That does it for us, y'all. It's that time of the night. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all stay tuned for all. We got a show coming on next. Do we? No, we ain't got nothing after. We ain't got nothing after this.
No more of them lights. No more.
Yeah, we got a rerun of the Rabble from last night. So y'all tune into the Rabble after this at 10 o'clock. But we got 4 shows tomorrow night. Y'all watch them all. We got Financial Sins at 1, Incarceration and Corporation at 6. It is what it is at 8. America After Dark with that man right there on the bottom.
Yes, sir.
10 o'clock. So y'all tune in. We'll be right there. We're out of here, and I will see y'all a little later. Appreciate you guys for being here.
All right.
Jamal,
y'all be good. Love y'all.
We did
it. ESPN.
I like the show without him.
Yeah, I know. Jamal.
like this.